And good Thursday morning. Welcome to episode 60 of the Inside Drive podcast. David's a little bit under the weather today, but Jay is here. Good morning, Jay.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
Good. How you doing, Ryan?
Doing well, doing
Good.
well. You want to tell us a little bit about golfwithjay.com and all the fun stuff you got going on? I know you got your world famous summer junior camp coming up here pretty soon. Is that filling up fast?
It is. Yeah, we've got the spring development program every Monday right now. I think we're in week 4. We go all the way to May 18th for that. That one's full. There's like 16 kids every Monday. And
16 at one time is a bunch.
There's a heartbeat at 4 o'clock at Bay Point every Monday, I promise you.
I bet there is. But, a younger, fast, healthy heartbeat.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. And then summer development or summer camps coming in June and July for ages 7 through 9, and then ages 10 through 12. Golfwithjay.com will get you set for that. You can go look
Still some spaces open for those summer camps?
Yeah.
Because I know all the different summer camps around this area are extremely popular, especially in the early part of the summer. So head over to golfwithjay.com and get your child signed up. I guarantee you there is not one age group, child, whatever it may be, that doesn't have an opportunity with you over there at Bay Point at some point if they want to get some golf lessons.
Absolutely, yeah. One-on-one golf instruction, 30 minutes for most juniors ages 6 to 9. And then when you get to about age 10, that's when you can do an hour with them and get them on the golf course and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Well, and that's one of the biggest things, too, is getting out on the golf course and taking what you're working on and implementing it into the actual game of golf. And when you're there, it just helps reinforce the habits and all that good stuff. So highly encourage you guys booking your golf lesson with golfwithjay.com. And, of course, you got in the Inflatable Fairway as well.
Yeah, the Inflatable Fairway. If you want to do a birthday party, if you're, I quoted out a wedding the other day, so I think that person's getting married in November, I believe. A party.
Cool. Yeah, just any kind of party.
Yeah, so
wedding is that's what a wedding is. It's just a giant party that you pay for other people to have a good time.
Right. When's the last wedding you've been to?
It's I'm trying to remember the last wedding I went to. It was actually one of the best.
Pensacola.
Yeah, Diego's. Yeah,
Diego's.
That's true. I forgot. I went to another one prior to that, but it was a very calm, very quaint wedding up there on the river.
Nice.
But yeah, Diego's wedding was it was a good time. But yeah, I mean that's you get married. The ceremony is you getting married, and then you're essentially paying a lot of money for a party for other people to enjoy. Obviously, you enjoy it yourself as well, hopefully. But it's just weddings are it's so weird how that's become the custom here. I don't know if that's just the United States or everywhere across the world. Yeah. So yeah. Funny you should say that. Well, are they gonna do it, or are you waiting to hear back?
Yeah, no, I mean November. They're still kind of figuring out whatever logistics out.
Is it local?
Yeah, it's local. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that aspect being part of a wedding, but why not? Especially if you're both, maybe one of you or both of you are avid golfers. That's certainly a fun way to ring in your new commitment to one another. Speaking of commitment, I want to talk about the official juice of the Inside Drive. That is Juice and Sunsets. Got my favorite one here, which is Yellow Sunrise. That's pineapple, green apple, lemon, ginger, turmeric, and cayenne pepper. It's got all the wonderful things that you need to keep your body nourished. With that being said, most people aren't getting the vitamins and nutrients their bodies truly need from everyday foods alone. Busy schedules, processed meals, and depleted soil make it harder than ever to fuel our bodies properly. When your body is undernourished, it can't perform at its best, energy drops, immunity weakens, and inflammation creeps in. Fresh, nutrient-dense juices are a simple, powerful way to bridge that gap. They deliver essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants in a form your body can easily absorb, helping you feel better, think clearer, and make healthier choices one sip at a time. Visit Juice and Sunsets on Facebook to learn more, or head over to juiceandsunsets.com to place your order for pickup or delivery. It's also a great thing for children as well, trying to get healthier. You see so many supplements nowadays out there. Some of them may work, some of them may not either, because there's just so much solicitation now on the internet. But I can tell you one thing, Juice and Sunsets certainly make me feel better. They give me more energy. They make my digestive system work better, all things that I need right now. So I'm very committed to drinking at least one Juice and Sunset every day when I have them, of course. And they also have these ginger shots, which is like a little burst of energy. Now, they're extremely spicy going down because ginger is very spicy. I don't know if you've ever had like ginger with sushi and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got some spice to it. It's usually pink when it's with with sushi. But yeah, so these shots are just very, very spicy. And
it kind of cleans your palate, doesn't it?
It does.
As far as, yeah.
Yeah. It kind of cleans a lot of things for you, but the energy that you get from Ginger in that little shot is fantastic. So lots of options there from Juice and Sunsets. I can't rave about them enough since I've been working with them. I've had nothing but better health, so to speak. Of course, we had him on Tuesday. I actually gave him a last-minute invite today, but he had his real job to tend to. So that is the Back Nine, Panama City Beach. It's one of our newest sponsors here on the Inside Drive podcast. If you love golf, that place is unreal. They've got state-of-the-art indoor golf simulators, the full swing indoor golf simulators, where you can play some of the most iconic courses in the world and get real data on your swing. The best part, if you're a member, they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can grind on your game anytime you want. Even better, check out their memberships. Unlimited tee times, 24-hour access, bring your buddies, plus discounts on merchandise and events. You still got a few founding memberships available that are currently on sale, which include a 15% lifetime discount. Rain or shine, day or night, the Back Nine is the spot to play. Go find the Back Nine PCB on Facebook or head to theback9golf.com/Panama City Beach and book your bay today. They are actually opening this upcoming Monday. Very excited about that. As y'all know, they are located in the Magnolia Plaza off of Navy Boulevard, right there next to Beach Chiropractic, which is next to Publix. Join now and be part of the new way to play golf. Liam and I had a chance yesterday to go check out the simulators. I'd been a couple weeks ago just to see the build out and all that stuff, but the simulators are up and running. Yeah. Liam and I had an opportunity to go play a little bit on the private simulator bay yesterday. It was such a good time.
I bet.
They have really good games too. Like they had this one game called like Pitch Pong, which is, similar to beer pong, but you're pitching, trying to hit these targets about 50 yards, 80 yards, 110 yards away, and then the first to knock all of them out wins. So
that's cool.
But it's not just, it's not just for people that love to play golf all the time. It's for beginners, advanced, juniors, seniors, ladies, men, whoever it is. The Back Nine can certainly make that happen.
Yeah.
But just really cool facility. Scott and his team over there are doing a wonderful job, and I'm excited to have it be open next week. So me and Liam, he'll probably drive me crazy all the time.
Well, hey, Liam's swing's looking really, really good.
He's getting there.
Yeah.
He's getting there. He needs to work on his alignment a little more, and he's still not quite there with the concept of hitting down through the ball.
Yeah.
So he may need to come see you again one more time to get that piece of it. But everything else is looking pretty good. But once he figures out how to hit down through the ball, I think that'll really unlock a lot of stuff for him because he does hit quite a few. A little skinny, which is easy to do. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's fun because we get to do it something ourselves all the time.
Absolutely.
Which is fun. He's getting me back out there a little bit. I've played 2 rounds of golf in the last couple of weeks, and
nice.
I could feel it when I'm done for sure.
Where do you feel it?
Just my whole body.
Yeah.
Even after hitting the balls yesterday at the Back Nine, it felt like I just worked out.
Yeah.
But that's just because I'm not in it doing it all the time like I used to be.
Still got that club head speed about 110, 112?
No, I need to get a different shaft for my driver.
I got you.
It's way too stiff for me at this point. I've lost a lot of strength and a lot of club head speed, unfortunately. So I need to change that shaft out to get a little more pop through impact.
Yeah.
I'm just not able to square it up as much as I need to because it's that high kick point type shaft to get the ball flight down.
Yeah.
And it's just I can't get it to kick through now because I've lost a lot of club head speed, unfortunately.
Go see Alan.
I know I need to, and I'd trade him the shaft I got in there right now because it's one of those DI 7s.
Okay.
And so those are a good chunk of money. So I'm sure he's got something I could swap for.
Yeah.
I need to go check that out though for sure.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you actually watched the Masters.
I watched the Back Nine on Sunday. I know, right? I know. Well, I've been busy. I don't know what it is. Beautiful. The Masters every week brings them out, and I've been super busy. But yes, I did watch a little bit.
The Back Nine on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a lot of times where the tournament is won or lost.
Yeah.
I think it was won again this year by Rory making that important birdie putt on 13. He birdied 12 and 13, which kind of got him back ahead. And at that time, Rose 3-putted 13 to kind of fall. He was up by a few at one point. But yeah. So I think the Back Nine definitely won it again for Rory.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just he didn't play great golf, in my opinion, and I hate seeing somebody win
it's like that. It's the same thing as last year. He didn't play great golf in the final round either, but still found a way to get it done because he hit it in the water on 13 last year, but ended up still getting up and down for that par.
Were you excited to see him win, or did you want somebody like Cam Young to come?
I was actually I would have been okay, kind of whoever won, but I was slightly pulling for Justin Rose because he's finished second so many times in the Masters. I don't mind seeing Rory win it, especially I love when people break records or add their name to a record list.
Yeah.
And the back-to-back Masters champion, only the fourth time in history that was ever done. It was pretty cool to see that happen.
Yeah.
And I was glad, too, this year his parents were there for him to win his green jacket. They weren't there last year when he won his first, which would have been cooler. But, hey, it is what it is. So a lot of people have been complaining or saying that Rory had an unfair advantage. I want to hear your thoughts on it. His unfair advantage is, I don't know if you read the stories, but 2 or 3 weeks leading up to the Masters, he would go out there occasionally and play a round of golf. Like he would even go drop off Poppy at school, hop on a plane, fly to Augusta, play a round of golf, come back home, pick her up. Do you think that's an unfair advantage that he could go play Augusta multiple times leading up to the tournament?
I'm assuming, past champions are able to do that.
You get an honorary membership if you're a Masters past champion.
Okay, all right. No, I mean, if he's got the time and the money and the willpower to get out there and play and walk, and that's what he said is he simulated he simulated his round before. And I think that's key to championship golf is going out there and simulating the round. So those guys could have simulated their round Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and they would have been just fine. But
well, I don't think it's unfair because I think he earned that advantage by winning the Masters, the previous year. So it's not like he was just doing it because he was Rory McIlroy. He was doing it because he's a past Masters champion and has access to that golf course, kind of as a member, so to speak.
Yeah.
Rory is now second on the all-time PGA Tour money list, not including sponsorships, just money earned from tournaments, getting ever so closer to Tiger Woods. Currently, Rory is at $114.7 million in career earnings on the golf course, which is about Scottie Scheffler already is at $105.7 million. Tiger Woods is at $121 million. Obviously, Rory added another $4.5 million with his Masters win. So he could, depending on how he finishes the season out, pass Tiger Woods by the end of the year. Do you think Rory McIlroy has passed Phil Mickelson on the, I don't want to say I don't know what to call it, but on the all-time golfer list? Obviously, he's made more money and won I don't know if he's won more tournaments than Phil, but.
Yeah, I do. And I think he's got 2 or 3 more Masters in him at least. I mean, I don't think Rory's nowhere near, done with his golf.
Oh yeah, I mean he's 30-ish years old, maybe 30 on the dot.
Yeah, I was there at the Masters in 2007 when nobody knew about him. I think he might have got an amateur invite, and I was standing on 14 tee box, 14 tee box. The long par 4.
These grandstands, you can see 13 green too, which is awesome.
And if it's kind of in a little holler there, and you can hear the drivers.
Yep.
And audibly, you could, Rory McIlroy's driver was like a 12 gauge compared to, like a 22 or a 20 gauge with all the other. I mean, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, his club head speed and his impact is certainly different than most people out there on tour. Yeah. That's one of the things I wanted Liam to notice was the fact that it just sounds so different when those guys hit the ball, whether it's an iron, whether it's a driver, whatever it may be. It just sounds so pure.
Well, and the roars of the crowd, right? Did you get a few roars?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
absolutely.
There's something special about that.
Because we had Bryson and Rory on the course at the same time, and then when Scheffler came out, you could easily hear and see where those guys were on the golf course. There were so many humans following them around. I still just love the fact that there's no phones at Augusta, so everybody's in one time in our life living in the moment and watching with our own eyes rather than recording something. Because if you look at all these other sporting events, everybody's up like this with their phones. When LeBron made the all-time scoring record, everybody was holding their phone up when that went down. And I just think it's so cool that you can actually get back to enjoying the moment without having to record it. And I think we all probably need to do that in the grand scheme of things anyway, because we record everything that we do, it seems like, rather than just living in the moment and making memories inside your head. And I get it. You want to remember what you did. It comes back years later, but still, it's just so cool to see nobody looking through their phone and just looking through their eyes.
You can actually clap.
Yeah, you can clap when both your hands are open.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I want to talk about the rumors right now, the speculations that the PIF is about to pull out funding for the LIV Tour. It's been reported multiple times that the disruptor outfit could be shattered in a matter of days. Saudi Arabia's PIF, which is the Public Investment Fund, is pulling its funding. Timing of this week, LIV is supposed to host a tournament in Mexico City, actually starts today, is shocking, while the outcome is less so. Some talking points of the LIV: their entire chaos has been obscene amounts of money, throwing hundreds of millions of dollars at every notable golfer on the planet. Some bit notably including Bryson DeChambeau, Brooks Koepka, Dustin Johnson, Phil Mickelson, and then eventually Jon Rahm. The new league promised to be a better product than the PGA Tour, 3-round tournaments, which isn't the case anymore. Splashy parties, private planes, luxury and excess replaced tradition. It never stuck, though, and the lingering money of the company that poured into it indeed would have to fold. But did it tear the sport apart or not? The term sports washing has never been more relevant, as detractors accused the Saudi-backed league of papering over humanitarian disasters with golf money. And on a more boring note, nobody actually watched the golf. LIV lost $590.1 million in its United Kingdom-based entity alone in 2024. The league is burning cash with little return. But some of the questions are: did it put golf in a better place than we are now? Mainly because of the PGA Tour. Obviously, the PGA Tour came out on top as the top league in professional golf. However, because of the massive purses there on the LIV Golf Tour, it seemed to kind of bolster up the purses on the PGA Tour, which obviously benefits the guys that are on the PGA Tour. For example, Rory won $4.5 million in this Masters. Back in 2021, the first price for the Masters, I won't say only, was $2.07 million. So more than double what it was 5 years ago. And obviously, LIV certainly could have pushed the needle on that as well.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think golf is in a better place now than it was before LIV started?
I think...
And you can separate that between professional golf and then just golf as a whole.
I don't want to use the word failure, because there's no such thing as failure, because they tried something and, you know... It brought a new perspective to the game, right? I mean, a team type event.
It was certainly different than what we were used to.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people were not fans of it beyond the humanitarian things.
You know, I think there needed to be a little bit more thought process involved. And I think when you throw a bunch of money at people, you're trying to instant gratify a league that could potentially work years on down the road. But I felt like it was just all kind of thrown together.
It just kind of came out of nowhere, and then boom, all of a sudden there was an additional professional golf league.
But no, I mean, it didn't hurt the sport, I don't think.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I think the PGA Tour benefited from it tremendously. Not only
it trued them up.
It kind of tightened everything up that they were doing. A lot of the points that Mickelson and those guys were harping on for years, Greg Norman obviously being one of them, that the share of money being distributed to the players was not fair based on how much money was being brought in, et cetera, et cetera. So the purses have grown tremendously. Now they've created these signature events, which pay out a lot more money. And then, of course, the FedEx Champion at the end of the year makes a lot more money now, too. Speaking of money, who do you think led the LIV earnings to date, basically when they started playing, how much money, and who do you think was first in the LIV Tour? It's a tough one, but I think you got it in you.
Not Anthony Kim, right?
Not Anthony Kim. However, he did have a win last year.
DeChambeau?
No, but not a bad guess.
Koepka?
No, Koepka's actually beyond those guys.
He was Patrick Reed.
Nope, but good guess. He was the last guy basically to join the LIV, last big time name to join the LIV Tour.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jon Rahm. He's only played in 31 events. Now, this money does not include whatever they got paid to join the tour, which I don't think they've ever disclosed. Jon Rahm played in 31 events, won $87.6 million. He got the $18 million bonus for winning the 2024 LIV Golf points list, and another $18 million for winning the 2025 LIV Golf points list. So there was just a lot of extra opportunity to win this money that obviously was just being poured out by the PIF. Number 2, Joaquin Niemann. He played in 51 events and won $71.6 million. Taylor Gooch, probably the guy that benefited the most from going to the LIV Tour because he wasn't very good on the PGA Tour. He played in 54 events and won $68.7 million. Then Dustin Johnson played in 54 events, $64.1 million. And he was awarded the 2022 individual champion and got an additional $18 million, which is counted in that number. Bryson DeChambeau played in 53 events. He won $58.4 million. Cam Smith played in 50 events. He won $50.9 million. Sergio Garcia, 54 events, 46.4. And then your boy Brooks Koepka only played in 48 events, and he won $44.7 million. I'm sure if you divided those by number of events, significantly more than the PGA Tour. Brendan Grace, 52 events, $39.3 million. And then one of the gentlemen you mentioned, Patrick Reed, he rounds out the top 10 with 48 events, winning $37.4 million. A lot of money being tossed around, a lot of money not being returned back to these LIV guys, so to speak.
Well, I mean, you watch a lot of football.
Facts.
Yeah, but arena football, do you watch arena football?
I mean, everyone, if it's like on somewhere, I'll watch it for a few minutes, but I just don't have any investment in it, so to speak.
And that's kind of LIV, in my opinion. I feel like
that's a good analogy.
Arena football. Yeah.
Now, they're not getting paid 40 times the NFL guys, but they're still getting paid probably like what minor league baseball, if I had to guess.
And I feel like they were playing easier golf courses too. I don't know. It just seemed like the yardages were a little different. Kind of wanted to hit the ball a little bit closer to create a little bit more drama. You know, I don't know.
I don't know if that's, but there could be some truth to that for sure. For sure. I know you didn't see it last night.
No.
We had the play-in games for the NBA. We were talking about it with Doc A this past Tuesday. But the Warriors kind of staying alive in things with Steph Curry went for 35 points last night and hit what ended up being a game-winning three. It wasn't a buzzer-beating three, but it was the last three that separated the teams. So the Warriors will now have to play the Suns tomorrow night to see who goes on to play the OKC Thunder. So we're getting closer to knowing exactly what the playoffs will look like for the NBA season, which is just right here upon us. The Magic and the Hornets will also play as the Hornets moved on over the Heat. The Heat had officially been eliminated, but the Magic will play the Hornets also Friday night to determine who plays the Pistons, who are the number one seed in the Eastern Conference. Your Atlanta Hawks, Jay, they played the Knicks in the first series. The Knicks are favored in that first game by 5.5 points. So your Hawks could win a playoff series.
How about that?
When's the last time the Hawks have won a playoff
That's
series?
been a long time. Could be Dominique Wilkins.
The good old days.
The good old days.
There you go.
Yeah.
Then you got the Celtics and the 76ers, and then the Cavs and the Raptors, and that rounds out the Eastern Conference side. On the Western Conference side, like I said, the Suns or the Warriors, depending on who wins that game, will go on to play the Thunder. And then you got the Lakers and the Rockets, the Nuggets and the Timberwolves, and the Spurs and the Trailblazers. And then over there on my favorite side of things, Jay, the NHL playoffs are about to start on Saturday as well. This is not set in stone because there still could be some jockeying for seeding based on how the regular season ends up, which I believe ends tonight or tomorrow night. I think it's tonight, actually.
How are the Devils doing?
They didn't make the playoffs this year.
Dang it.
So I'm glad you asked. Thanks.
Yeah. Sorry.
And the New York Rangers didn't make the playoffs either. So a lot of the usual suspects are in, and a lot of the usual suspects are out, unfortunately. I miss the heydays of the 90s and the early 2000s when the Devils were actually good at ice hockey. But it's kind of the same thing as the Niners. The Niners weren't good from like 96 to 2012. So I'm kind of in that sports moment right now. But I'm really excited about the Niners season this year. But I'm not going to get off on that particular tangent.
Do people in Jersey have actually yards and lawns and stuff? Or?
Yes, and
No
farms,
kidding.
Jay.
And farms?
Yeah, it's the
That's crazy.
It's called the Garden State for a reason.
Okay.
It's the common mission. A lot of produce for the United States comes out of New Jersey. I know you probably don't believe that, but
now, if I lived in Jersey, is there a train that actually goes into the city?
Lots of them.
Lots of them?
Yep. A lot of people live out in the burbs and then take the train to go in the city because driving in the city is a nightmare.
What's that train called?
Just whatever, Amtrak, whatever.
Oh, I got you.
It's not like the L or anything like that in Chicago. It's just regular train brands, I guess you could say. But a lot of people will get to the subway too and then just go where they need to go on the subway. But you got to drive through a tunnel or go over a bridge one way, shape, or form to get into the city because you got to go across the Hudson River.
The Garden State.
The Garden State. That's a fact. South Jersey is a lot of farmland and produce.
Okay.
Best tomatoes in the country come from New Jersey. If you're a tomato guy, I'm not, so I just heard that.
Beefsteak tomatoes. Have you ever? if you go get beefsteak tomatoes at
Beefsteak
Walmart
tomatoes.
or wherever.
I don't eat tomatoes, but I'll tell somebody who does.
They're
Beefsteak?
beefsteak tomatoes. They're amazing. They're so good.
What makes them so good?
They're just acidic and just put a little salt, pepper. Just eat them whole.
There you go, like an
Eat 'em
apple.
whole. Yes. Yeah.
How are they doing,
You
Griffin?
don't like tomatoes?
Occasionally, like on salads and stuff like that, but I don't use ketchup, and which ketchup doesn't taste like a tomato anyway.
Yeah.
Like I'll eat some cherry tomatoes occasionally, like you said, with salt.
A little ranch.
No, I'm not a ranch guy either.
Yeah.
So you can tell I'm not from the South because everybody from the South uses ranch.
You gotta say it right. You gotta say ranch.
So it's like, oh,
Yeah.
ranch.
Yeah. Ranch.
That's good. Hopefully that's a clip. How to pronounce ranch.
Ranch.
Ranch. All right. So on the Western Conference side, if it ended right now, Colorado would be the number 1 seed going against the Las Vegas Knights, who are the Western Conference 2 seed. Colorado Avalanche, they were going to win their division. Dallas second in that division. Minnesota third in that division. And then Colorado would play the Kings. The Knights would play the Mammoth, the Utah Mammoth. I was going to ask you what the Utah mascot was, but I didn't want to put you on the spot.
Oof.
Edmonton Oilers and the Ducks. Again, if that ended today, one of the craziest things this season is the Buffalo Sabres are the top seed in the Eastern Conference, which is just absolutely wild for how bad they've been for so long. Bruins will play the Buffalo Sabres, and then David Hayes' Tampa Bay Lightning again are in the playoffs and will be taking on the Montreal Canadiens. The Carolina Hurricanes, who've been a top seed over the last several years, will play the Ottawa Senators. And then the Pittsburgh Penguins will play the Philadelphia Flyers. So a little in-state matchup there between the Penguins and the Flyers. Again, this could change slightly based on how the games go coming up tonight. All right, Jay, I think we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll dive into our normal stuff. So I got to talk about Panhandle Credit Union. At Panhandle Credit Union, quality relationships are what they are all about. Whether it's donating to a community event, sponsoring your child's sports team, they are here in the community to help us out. Check out their great banking products, loans, checkings accounts, savings account, mortgages, whatever your banking needs are, Panhandle Credit Union can handle it. Visit any branch location or head online to panhandlecu.org. We'll take a quick break. Episode 59 of the Inside Drive podcast. We'll be right back with some what's more likely and then some crazy stories as well. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Episode 60 of the Inside Drive podcast. Appreciate Panhandle Credit Union for being our sponsor from the get-go. All right, Jay, do you got any crazy stories you want to start with, or you want me to dive into it?
Dive into one. I'm ready.
All right, this is topical with the Masters. Obviously, we did our Masters fantasy through the Inside Drive podcast, and we had a winner. I still don't know who that human being is yet, but hopefully they'll reach out soon so I can get them their $100 Firefly gift card. This is a cool story from Jack Linnaeus to win the Masters fantasy. The high school senior from Carlton, Georgia, is visually impaired, but it didn't stop him from picking the greatest roster among 682,000 patron rosters submitted. He literally picked a perfect roster. He was first out of 682,000 people. He was first at minus 50. His picks were Rory McIlroy, obviously, who won it, Scotty Scheffler, who finished second, Justin Rose, who finished third, and then his first timer, he picked Michael Brennan, who was minus 2, and then his wild card pick was minus 10. So minus 50 for the Masters Fantasy Challenge, which is pretty cool because he wins an awesome prize pack. And then he did, how many total putts, remember, was the tiebreaker, Jay? He did 8,500 as the answer, which was what the math told you to do, ballpark. The actual total number of putts was 8,594. So he only missed a tiebreaker by 94 putts. His grand prize included Pro V1 dozen golf balls with the Masters logo, 3 of those. And then he got 5 Masters hats, got 2 golf umbrellas, 2 tournament chairs, a 2026 pin flag, 2 of those, a dated watch, a leather valuables pouch, leather head covers, and a leather golf bag. That was only available for the United States. So he won that. And like I said, he's a visually impaired high school student from Carlton, Georgia. So congrats to him for picking. That just goes to show you it is blind luck to win these things. No pun intended.
No pun intended.
Here, I'll let you read that one, Jay.
All right.
It's a good one.
I don't know what I'm jumping into here.
It's nothing. It's actually just funny. It's not bad.
Okay. Headline says, man spent months hooting at what he thought were owls in his garden, only to discover it was his neighbor responding the entire time.
That's commitment.
Ooh.
Dedication.
In 1997, a man living in Devon, England, became convinced he had discovered something unusual in his garden. He believed he was communicating with owls, hearing responses, and even recording their calls over time. What started as curiosity slowly turned into a routine he repeated night after night. For months, he continued hooting into the dark, carefully listening for replies and documenting what he thought were patterns in the sounds. The calls seemed consistent enough to convince him that he was interacting with real animals. From his perspective, everything made sense. But eventually, the truth came out. His wife discovered that the neighbor had also been making owl noises from his own garden, unknowingly responding to the same calls. The two men had been communicating with each other the entire time, both believing they were talking to owls. This guy's got a lot of time on his hands.
Yep. Perception is certainly reality in a lot of cases, and I think this is definitely one of them.
We're all animals.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. I think of Hooters every time I think of that, but
Why is that?
I don't know.
Because their mascot is an owl.
Yeah.
Because that's what a hooter is. An owl going hoot, hoot.
Hoot, hoot, hoot.
All right, man woke up in Vegas with $500,000 that he didn't remember winning. Sounds a little bit like The Hangover. 29-year-old man Jacob drove to Vegas on Friday while getting drunk. He turned $5,000 into over $500,000. Casino staff and witnesses says he was openly carrying thousands of dollars with him before going to the Caesars night in Club Omnia. Reports say that he spent $8,000 that night, still waking up with $492,000. Jacob had one of the luckiest Vegas trips ever. That's pretty much the whole story.
Holy smoke.
I wish I'd wake up with $500,000 and not know where it came from.
Well, hey, do this. You still hard rock betting it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Click on that games on the bottom. Do a little slot machine action. Man.
I don't play slots.
You don't play slots?
I don't like games that I have not a little bit of control in.
Anyway. I got you. Spin them around, man. Spin them around. That's the name of the game.
Now, do you pull a lever, or do you have to press the screen?
No, you just press the screen, and I don't know. It's just the guy. You enter the game, and the guy goes, "Welcome to Spin 'em Around." And I'm like, okay.
They have phone numbers if you need me to get you on a call.
Hey, I'm very, very cautious with it. Very, very cautious.
Good, because that's a quick way to just lose.
Yeah, that's it. That's
That's your cap?
No. It's fun.
It's the hope of winning.
Yeah.
And the excitement of it could happen. It's just like, anything.
Anything.
Gambling.
That's it.
Cocaine, whatever your fancy is. Speaking of that, a Florida man leaves AA meeting, does cocaine, drinks, and smokes pot, then crashes through the gate at the Daytona Beach airport and tries to hijack a plane. I was at my house. I went to an AA meeting, and the next thing you know, I'm doing cocaine, drinking, and smoking pot. Brian J. Parker, 58. I just clicked it off. Brian J. Parker, 58, is charged with attempted aircraft piracy. Authorities say he crashed a Mustang through a locked airport gate and tried to board an occupied plane. Parker was highly intoxicated and nearly hit a taxiing aircraft. He was detained after a brief chase by airport operations at the Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University security. It's wild.
Unbelievable.
I mean, it's certainly believable, but what do they say? Cocaine's a hell of a drug?
Yeah, sounds like it.
This guy tried to commandeer a plane. That's crazy stuff there. That's crazy stuff.
How about the dude that hijacked a plane, like a 747 back 20 years ago? He just stepped into a plane and just flew it. Now, he didn't make it back. Like, he crashed it. But he just stepped into a plane and just took off.
I got no memory of this.
You don't remember that?
Not of him crashing the plane.
Yeah. He jumped the fence in an airport, just crunked the engine of a 747.
I don't think it's got a key. I think it's got buttons you press.
Whatever
and then
he did.
You put the throttle up.
Whatever he did.
You don't lose your airplane key. It might be tough to fly without the key.
He only learned how to take off, not how to land.
That's an important thing there. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we'll finish with this one, and then I'll ask you some of those I forget what the name of the thing is, but this is called 60-year-old freshman. He's a 60-year-old defensive lineman Tom Green, a cancer survivor from Carroll County, Maryland, is pursuing his dream of playing college football at McDaniel College as a walk-on and is looking to become the oldest player ever to play college football in America. Green, who owns a wooden pallet company in Littlestown, Pennsylvania, never went to college as a young man. However, after beating stage 4 kidney cancer in 2017, he did enroll at McDaniel College as a full-time student. Now, not only is he pursuing a degree in political science, he has also joined the school's Division III football team as a walk-on, playing on the defensive line. Green will turn 61 years old in June, tying the record for the oldest person to play college football. Green has found learning opportunities from his young counterparts, humorously mentoring. What they are teaching me is a lot of new words. What I think is crazy about this, he's tying the record for the oldest person to play college football.
What position? Do we know?
Defensive line. He didn't say what position, just said he's on the line.
Good for him. I mean, that's crazy.
Well, not only did he beat cancer, but he's pursuing his dream to go play college football. So good for him.
That's like all that. I didn't even realize how, much older the Artemis II crew was. I mean, they're all like 50.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, you have to be an astronaut, you have to have a certain amount of services as a pilot, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So you can't just be like, hey, I just want to go be an astronaut. You have to go through like the steps to become an astronaut.
Because, I mean, that's got to do a toll on your body at
it does.
250,000 miles away from Earth. It's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, just the taking off the G-forces and then, of course, re-entering the Earth's atmosphere as well. A lot of G-forces there.
Yeah.
It's tough on you. But they train for all that stuff, too.
Yeah.
Could you be an astronaut, Jay?
No. You give me 1 G and I'll pass out probably.
I mean, you probably hit a few G's on the way here today.
Right down Harrison.
And then, of course, a Masters story. There's always one or two. What not to do at the Masters. Matthew Stroud, 36, from Easley, South Carolina, was arrested for criminal trespassing on Monday, April 6th at the Augusta National Property. According to reports, the incident happened around 11 a.m. near the North Gate on Washington Road, close to the Magnolia Lane entrance. Stroud, who was described as intoxicated, approached patrons exiting the grounds after practice rounds and asked them for tickets in an attempt to get into the Masters. Deputies or GBI agents, per the initial citation, told him to leave the property. He initially complied but returned and continued the behavior. When he refused a second order to leave, he was arrested and booked into the Charles B. Webster Detention Center in Richmond County, which is not a place you want to be.
Mm-mm.
The Augusta Press provide more context about him soliciting tickets from fans. Masters tickets, especially practice round badges, are notoriously different to obtain through official channels. They're mostly distributed via a lottery or to patrons/members with a strict no resale rules in the immediate area, which likely motivated his attempt. Yeah, you can resell them after the fact, but if you do it anywhere near those gates, you get arrested.
Yeah.
It's hardcore.
Yep, it is.
Can't believe how much had changed up there since we'd been up there, too. It's just crazy.
Just physically?
Physically, yep. Not emotionally, just physically.
Yeah.
I don't think the Masters has any emotions. Maybe it does.
Yeah, it may. It may.
All right, here's some what's more likely questions for you here, Jay. Rory McIlroy wins another Masters, or someone new wins the next 3?
He will most likely win another Masters, yes.
In the next 3?
In the next 3.
I like it.
Yep.
Certainly, if he wins next year, he'd become the first player ever to win 3 in a row.
Yeah.
What's more likely? Scotty Scheffler wins 3 majors in a year, or no one wins multiple majors. Basically saying he'll win 3 majors in a year, or someone will win a multiple major in that year. What's more likely for that to happen?
Someone will win multiple major.
So not Scotty winning 3 in a year would be insane. He got pretty close a few years ago, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
This season, we've already had a hole-in-one on tour, so I can't do that one. But it said a hole-in-one on tour or a 59 round this season. I would say the hole-in-one odds are much more likely. But I don't know if the Masters counts as on tour, because that's not a tour event.
Yeah.
But we had, was it Shane Lowry that had one on 6?
Yep, sure did. On Sunday, I think, right? I believe. Yeah. 59, that's tough. That's 13 under. You got to.
On some courses.
On some, yeah. Yeah. I'm going 59, though.
I like it.
Yeah.
A LIV golfer wins a major or a PGA Tour or PGA Tour dominates all 4 majors.
Say that one more time.
A LIV golfer wins a major or PGA Tour dominates all 4 majors. We have PGA Tour's already 1 for 1, so.
I think Koepka's probably do. Well, Koepka's PGA, so.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, he's back. I'm going PGA there. Yeah.
I like it. I think that's probably fair.
Yeah.
A player wins back-to-back majors or misses the cut after winning one.
Player, say that again.
So back-to-back majors or misses the cut after winning one. So if Rory wins this next major, that would be back-to-back. Or if he misses the cut, that would be missing the cut after winning one.
Oh, yeah, missing the cut. Yeah, I think the odds there are probably
a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods makes another Masters cut or never plays again.
Ooh.
That's a tough one.
I say he comes back and plays a couple of more. I mean, Jack won it at 45. I know Tiger's 50. I say he can make the cut. I really do. I feel like he can make the cut.
At the Masters?
Freddie Couples, man.
Is if you're looking for a long shot just to make the cut.
I mean, dude, he was leading that thing on Thursday when you were there,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, we saw the leaderboard go. It was like 2, 2, 3, and he just cruised for a while at 3.
Yeah.
And then it caught back up to him on the back 9. But he always plays Augusta well.
That's why I like the older guys, man. They use their art and creativity.
Jose Maria Olazabal was playing well in the first round too.
Yeah.
Liam's like, who's that? I was like, he'd be really good on tour.
Yeah.
Spanish guy. But yeah, I mean, and they've played the golf course so many times.
Yeah.
It's just so familiar for them.
But do you think they just get tired after the second round?
I think the golf course is just so difficult that you can play a stretch well, but then you make one bad swing, which you're likely to do, and they just can't recover as well as the younger guys on tour, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, some NFL ones. You don't have to have knowledge. These are just more likely. What's more likely, Patrick Mahomes wins another Super Bowl or the field wins the next 3? Similar to that golf question. So basically, Patrick Mahomes would have to win in the next 3 years, or the field means any other team would win each of the next 3.
I like the field on that one. Yeah.
I mean, they could draft some superstar wide receivers this year, but we shall see. Yeah. But you never can count them out, but I agree with you. I think the field wins the next 3. What's more likely, a rookie quarterback makes the Super Bowl or no rookie wins a playoff game? This isn't a great draft class for
no rookie wins a playoff game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. A team goes undefeated or a team goes winless? What's more likely, in your opinion?
Team goes winless.
I would say a team goes undefeated.
Really?
It's just...
Has that happened yet?
Not recently, but it has happened. And teams have gone winless, too. I think the Detroit Lions were the last team to go winless. And then, of course, they came roaring back when they made some operational changes.
Because it's in their favor to tank it, right? Once they don't you want to tank if you're...
I think that's just an NBA thing at this point. But I understand what you're saying. Like, if you're not going to have a playoff season and you want a good draft pick, yeah. But tanking is also illegal. You can't really do that. The NBA gets away with it a little more, in my opinion, basically because they can do that with their rosters because you don't have, like, a set quarterback, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
What time did your hair say it was?
No, I had a little scratch right there.
So I thought you were looking for a watch. It's like I've never seen you wear a watch.
Yeah, no.
All right, so you're going with the team goes winless is more likely to happen?
Yes.
I'll go with the team goes undefeated just to be different. What's more likely, a 2,000-yard rusher or a 6,000-yard passer? Both are extremely difficult.
I'd go with the rusher.
I'd go with the passer simply because the game has turned into such more of a down-the-field passing game.
Okay.
And rushing is just so hard. A kicker hits a 70-yard field goal or misses a game winner in the Super Bowl.
Man, we're that keeps to be ticking up to the 70. Like 64 is not even uncommon right now.
Well, I think we had, a 67-yard last year to break the record?
Yeah. That's crazy. What's up with that?
I think it's just fitness technology, just like any other sport. Like, I know that sounds silly to say technology on kicking, but the more you can work on your mechanic and optimize your, I guess it would be leg speed, just like club head speed, the further you'll be able to kick that ball.
Do you think there's hormones in pigs that are making the skin a lot tougher?
What would making the skin tougher benefit?
Just more airtime.
I'm trying to follow along.
I don't know.
I'm going to go with yes, just to appease you.
It is pig skin, right?
Yeah. It is, or at least it has been, because it's real leather, real pigs.
Yeah.
But I know kickers use a different ball and all that, and they can do a lot more with their ball than a quarterback can do with their ball. So it's certainly a little bit different. What's more likely, a wild card team wins the Super Bowl or a number one seed gets upset early?
What was that first one?
The wild card team wins the Super Bowl or the number one seed gets upset early.
I think the number one team gets upset early.
I think that's probably more likely as well.
Yeah.
All right, we'll finish with NBA here, and then we'll do some local. What's more likely, Victor Wembanyama wins MVP next season, or Defensive Player of the Year? He's likely not going to win this year, unfortunately, although I'd like him to. But
man, he's fun to watch. I have watched him. Defensive Player of the Year.
You think he's going to win DPOY before MVP next season?
Yes.
I'll give that to you.
Yeah.
All right. What's more likely, a 70-point game or a quadruple double? I would say a 70-point game is more likely.
Yeah, didn't we have somebody recently get like something crazy, like 980 or something? 83? Yep. That's crazy.
What was that guy's name again? I was going to say Bam. Yep. So I think a 70-point game is much more likely than a quadruple double.
Yeah.
Because you have to have 10 in 4 different categories. I mean, the NBA is getting a lot more scoring now, so I can certainly see that being the case.
A lot of traveling.
A play-in team makes the finals or gets swept in round 1. Play-in team means, like we were talking about earlier, the 4 highest seeds have to play each other to fill the 7 and 8 seed. It's a little more complex than that, but I'm just trying to give you some context.
And what was the latter part?
A play-in team makes the finals or gets swept in round 1. Swept in round 1 is certainly more likely in my opinion.
Yeah, same. Swept in round 1.
Steph Curry breaks his own 3-point record or retires without another ring.
Retires and plays on the senior PGA Tour.
I like that. He's good enough to do it.
Yeah.
I'd like to see one of the, like, Smoltz has tried it. Tony Romo tried it.
Yeah.
Steph Curry's played on some, what's the second tour down? Nationwide tour?
Yeah.
He's played on some of those events. I think it was the web.com tour when he did it.
That'd be cool.
All right, I'll give you baseball because you're kind of a baseball guy. You said you got the Braves vision now, too.
Yeah, it's blacked out, man, in Florida. You can't watch the Braves in Florida, so I haven't been able to watch this series.
Why can't you watch the Braves in Florida?
Yeah, because it's the Marlins territory.
So it's not Braves vision?
So you can't watch Braves vision in Florida.
So is it Marlins vision then?
It's Marlins vision. Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's not tied to the team. It's just being able to watch whatever your regional game
Yeah.
is.
Now, if the Braves are playing Tampa Bay or if they're playing Florida, I can't watch them. But any other games, you can watch Braves vision. But that's pretty cool.
I know they had a few on national TV as well, so that could have been why it was blocked out as well. All right, baseball. What's more likely, a perfect game or 4 home runs in one game?
Oh, 4 home runs in one game by far. By one person?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I was like, whoa.
I was like, wow, you really think that's that possible in one game? You'd have to have at least 4 at-bats, obviously.
I'm going offense. I'm going offense on that.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
I would say a perfect game.
Really?
Just 4 home runs. You have to have the perfect scenario. Your team has to be winning by a bunch because you need to get 4 at-bats just to be able to get 4 home runs. And I know some games they don't even get to 4 at-bats. So a 60-plus home run season or a 400 batting average. I would say 60-plus home run because haven't we had those recently?
I like that.
And has anybody ever had 400 for a season? I don't think so. Have they?
That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough. I'd like to know.
I need to know if that's true or not.
I mean, even at 315, 320 average is pretty stout. But would be curious.
Ted Williams was the only one ever to hit over 400 in a single season.
Yeah.
Or Ted Williams, that was in 1941. Bill Terry did .401 in 1930. So it's been a long, long time. 80-plus years since that's happened.
Yeah.
So I'd definitely go with the 60-plus home runs for sure. More likely, a wild card team wins the World Series or best record gets bounced early.
Oh, man, we're talking the Dodgers here. Dodgers are pretty stout. I'm going to go with the first one.
The wild card team wins the World Series?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with best record gets bounced early because usually the best record teams get that first bye. And we've seen what's happened to the Braves in that scenario when you
Yeah.
play really well and then you get the bye and then you come back a little bit flat.
Yeah.
A no-hitter in the playoffs or a 15-run game? What's more likely?
15-run game.
I'm going to go with no-hitter in the playoffs just to be different.
Mm-hmm.
All right, some local stuff before we get out of here today. The baseball district tournaments are underway in the 4A District 2 tournament. Arnold and Godby were scheduled to play, but Godby has forfeited their season because they have so many injuries and just really can't field a roster at this point. So Arnold advances to the championship game. Wakulla and Rickards were the other two teams in that district tournament. Wakulla beat Rickards 17-0. So Arnold will take on Rickards on the 17th at 7 p.m. for the 4A District 2 championship. I think Mosley was eliminated, but let me confirm that here real quick. All right, yeah, in the 5A District 2 championship, it featured Childs and Leon, and then Mosley and Lincoln. This happened on the 14th, which was Tuesday. Childs beat Leon 11-1, and Lincoln snuck past Mosley 5-4. So Lincoln will take on Childs on today at 6 p.m. for the district championship in 5A District 2. I'm likely that Mosley will get a bid, despite not winning their district, to the regional playoffs and the state championship bracket. Well, we'll keep you posted on that as that continues on. Let me see if I can find any other ones in District 2.
I know Bozeman was hosting districts up there Tuesday night. I think Destin and Fort Walton was playing each other. And
Is that 2A?
Yeah. But they're hosting districts up there at Bozeman, and I think Bozeman was going to play the winner of them on Tuesday, last night. Not sure what the...
Yeah, Bozeman had a bye, and they're going to play Freeport tonight at 7 p.m. because Freeport beat Destin 8-3.
Yeah.
And then on the bottom side, Pensacola Catholic and Mariana will play this afternoon as well. Winner of those two games will go on to play in the district championship. And that is the 2A District 1 tournament there. I'm sure I missed a bunch. I know Bay and North Bay Haven, I believe, are in District or 3A District 1 or 2. It's tough to remember because some are 3A1, some are 3A2. Yeah. We'll do 3A1 real quick because there are some local teams. South Walton beat Walton 16-1. West Florida beat Pensacola 7-1. South Walton will play West Florida this evening at 7 p.m. to see who the winner of the 3A District 1 championship is. And then the 3A District 2, which I believe is Bay, North Bay Haven, and a few other teams. Double check here. 3A District 2. Yep, you had Bay play Gaston County on the 14th. They won that one 27-0.
Oh, my goodness.
And then Rutherford played North Bay Haven and beat North Bay Haven 3-1. So Bay will play Rutherford for the district championship, the 3A District 2 championship, this evening at 6 p.m. Get out there and support all these local baseball teams. We'll keep you updated on softball as it starts to come out. Softball does not get going until next week, and they haven't released the brackets yet. But they have released the brackets on the girls flag football district tournaments. I'm going to start with the 2A District 2 tournament. That features Arnold, Bay, Wakulla, Godby, and Rickards. Arnold, Godby, and Rickards were the 1, 2, and 3 seeds. They all have a bye into the semifinal rounds. Bay and Wakulla play on the 20th, which I believe is Monday, if I'm not mistaken. Winner of that game will play Arnold on the 22nd, which at 6 p.m., which is next Wednesday, a week from yesterday. And then Godby will play Rickards in the other semifinal at the same day, but at 6 p.m. as well. I believe that's in Tallahassee at Godby. If Godby's in Tallahassee, I could be wrong. I've been wrong with a lot of stuff. Winner of those two games will play in the championship for the District 2 and 2A class on the day after that, the 23rd, which is a Thursday at 6 p.m. See if I can find Mosley in this one because that covered what we had 3 in there.
Yeah. Flag football. You've went to a few of those games.
I've been on the PA for several of the
that's cool.
The girls' games, but I'm going to miss the playoff game, unfortunately. The classifications for these don't really line up with what the other sports are, so
they change every week.
Yeah, but like Mosley tackle football or Mosley football is in 5A District 2. Their flag football is in 3A District 2. So Mosley girls flag football will play Childs on Monday. Childs is the number 1 seed. Mosley's the 4 seed. And then Lincoln and Leon will play in the other semifinal game as well on Monday the 20th. Mosley plays at 6:30. That'll be at Childs. Lincoln plays at 6 against Leon. That'll be at Lincoln, which I know Lincoln, Leon, Childs, and some of those other teams are right there at this one particular stadium over there in Tallahassee. So good luck to all the girls flag football teams. Excited to see it rocking and rolling here in Bay County. A brand new sport, and kudos to the Arnold Marlins, who have had a great season so far. I believe they are 11-3 through the regular season. They had a game against Destin this past week. Had the chance to be on that call as well. And one of my good friends, Liam's quarterback coach, actually is the OC for the Destin girls flag football team. And they have an absolutely stellar quarterback. And a lot of fun to watch her play. She can really sling the ball, but one of her big advantages is she's very fast. And in girls flag football, it seems like the name of the game is if you need a quarterback, one, obviously, that can throw the football, but two, is very fast and can escape as well, because it's hard in the girls flag football, you can run anytime as the quarterback.
Yeah.
Whereas in like youth flag football, the quarterback can only run when he's rushed. Such a huge advantage if you can't get to that quarterback and they can just run around. That leaves more time too for the receivers to get wide open out there on.
Are you seeing some darts out there? Or are you seeing some, like, what are you seeing?
The girl this past week from Destin was throwing some really nice balls.
Really?
It was impressive. And that, like, I was talking to Josh Woodham the other day too, and he was just telling me about about some of these other quarterbacks throughout the state. And let me see if I can find it real fast. I know we have a little bit of time.
Yeah, because this is year one.
Year one for all the Bay County teams. But like teams like Destin, Choctaw, stuff, they've been playing for 4 or 5 years.
Oh.
And that's just a huge advantage when you've been playing for that long.
Yeah.
That's for sure. All right, I'm just trying to find this yardage graphic because it's pretty wild, the amount of past yards these girls are playing from or throwing for. Josh Woodham sent it to me. All right, so this is national stats, and it's crazy. The top 10 are all from Florida. There's about eight states in the country that have girls flag football. So Gabby Weir, she's from Alonzo, Florida. They're the number one team in classification 2A. She's thrown for 3,602 yards so far this season. She averages 257.3 yards per game and has had 333 total completions. But just to throw for that many pass yards in 12, 13 games, something like that, it is pretty darn crazy. 257.3 per game. I mean, compared to like NFL football, that would be a really high average passing yards per game for a good NFL quarterback. So I love the sport. I think it's awesome. I think it's a great opportunity for girls to get out there and play a different sport. It's so fun too. It's fast paced. If you blink, a next play is happening. And I just like the opportunity for these girls to play.
Yeah.
I highly encourage, if you can get out to a game, because the season's kind of coming to an end with the district playoffs next week. Then obviously the regional playoffs will be right after that. It's a lot of fun to watch, and it's just good. And Arnold did a great job in their last game as well as their final home game. It was senior night. The band came out, so it's really cool to see how it's taking off. And I think in another 4 or 5 years, it's going to be huge in our area.
Yeah.
And it's just, we've gotten several girls in this area too that have gotten offers to go play flag football in college too, which is pretty neat. So again, more opportunities, all that good stuff. Get out and watch some of these girls play flag football. Jay, anything you want to finish with?
I think I'm good, Ryan.
Okay, well, I'm going to talk about Firefly.
Okay.
If you're looking for an unforgettable dining experience on Florida's Gulf Coast, welcome to Firefly in Panama City Beach, where casual elegance meets world-class cuisine. Whether you're celebrating a special night out or just want phenomenal food with a seaside vibe, Firefly delivers. From award-winning fresh Gulf seafood and perfectly seared steaks to world-class sushi bar and signature cocktails, every dish is crafted with passion and flair. Step inside and you'll find an atmosphere that's warm, welcoming, and refined, ideal for date nights, celebrations, or simply savoring an evening with friends. With an ever-evolving menu and dedicated service staff, Firefly is more than dinner, it's an experience. Make your reservation today and taste why Firefly is one of the top dining destinations in all of Northwest Florida. Visit their menu online, enjoy fresh coastal favorites, and become part of the tradition. Firefly, located in the shops of Edgewater. Book now at fireflypc.com and dine with distinction.
Yes,
Jay,
sir. Yes,
any
sir.
big plans this weekend?
I don't. Playing in the Mosley football golf tournament up at Sunny Hills. Looking forward to that. 8 a.m. shotgun, so be prepared. Be there at 7:15 if you're playing.
On a Saturday morning.
On a Saturday
8
morning.
a.m.
Yeah, shotgun. Up at Sunny Hills, Washington County.
Waco.
Waco, yeah.
Because it's pretty far out there on 77, right? I've actually never played Sunny Hills.
You feel like you're almost in Alabama, and then you hang a right, and you're there. Down
Nice.
the middle of the sticks, yeah.
Sweet.
How about you? Any plans?
We got a 7-on-7 football tournament this weekend at the sports park, though, so we don't have to drive anywhere out of town.
Okay.
Our last two are right here in Panama City Beach, so we're
Very
excited
cool.
about that. It's going to be a warm weekend.
Yeah, it is.
Are you coming back to teach any lessons on Saturday, or is Saturday just the golf tournament?
Yeah, no, Saturday golf tournament, and Sunday, hey, just whatever falls in my lap on Sunday.
There you go. You need a day to kind of recoup and all that, too. So.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy the golf tournament and good luck. Obviously, you were a sponsor of Mosley Football as well, so kudos to you for playing in that tournament. Should be a lot of fun.
It will be. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Well, appreciate all y'all tuning in. Don't forget, as I always say, like, subscribe, share, follow, comment, engage with us on the show, even though Jay never checks the live feed if anybody's commenting. I know Rick probably said, "What's up, fellas?"
Yeah.
Hey, Rick, how are you, sir?
Go Braves.
The Braves they're doing okay. At one point, they had not lost a series, I saw.
Yeah, it seems to be kind of the case.
Did they win last night?
They did, 6-3.
Nice. Yeah, you're supposed to be my Braves reporter guy.
Yeah.
Now that you have Braves vision.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're fast on the bases. They're the best pitching. They've got 2.5 ERA right now.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
That's huge because I know last year that's kind of where they struggled for sure, and just keeping people healthy has always been a big thing.
Big thing.
The podcast, the produced version, will be up on all the major podcast sites tomorrow, including YouTube. And as always, we're always live on Facebook and YouTube. Appreciate our sponsors. Appreciate the support. Y'all have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday with Jim Jenkins from the Bulls at Bay Point Rodeo coming up May 1st and 2nd. Y'all have a great rest of your day and a great weekend.